Welcome to the Single Dad's Cookbook Christmas Specials. So on the first episode of the Christmas Specials, we are going to be cooking something that probably splits the dinner table on Christmas Day, and that is Brussels sprouts. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to do them two ways, so that you can pick your favourite and pick your family's favourite. Both ridiculously simple to make, and I'm going to show you how to make these in real time, just to show you how quick and simple this can be, but most importantly how tasty it can be. So first of all, give your Brussels sprouts a wash. I'm only doing a couple of small batches of these. That's because it's just making sure that I'm just showing you. I'm not making these in a big batch before Christmas. So get yourself the Brussels sprouts nice and cleaned, and then we will show you how to do that. So you can see they've been washed, the board's nice and wet, and first of all I'm just cutting them in half. So I'm just nip to the edge, and then any loose edges around the Brussels sprouts I'm just taking off, just to make sure they're nice and clean. And then I'm just going to be cutting these in half. What I want to say is I hope you all, when it comes, that you are prepared, and I'm going to try and make this series to show you how you can have a beautiful dinner as cheap as possible, with little hassle, few ingredients, tasty results. If this is your first video that you've come across me, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. If you can, leave a comment below where you're watching it from. It always intrigues me. The latest person was from Canada, which is it still blows my mind where you guys are watching these videos from. So welcome on board. If you are watching the videos and you've not subscribed yet, if you could think about subscribing, it means the world to me, and it costs you nothing. So I've cut those Brussels sprouts in half. I'm just going to throw them into a roasting tray. Obviously on the day, depending on how many people you're feeding, you'll have way more than this. Then I'm going to just grab a couple of garlic cloves, and I'm going to struggle to peel them in front of your very eyes. Again, this is real time, folks. This is not, there's no camera trickery here. I want to show you how quick this is to make. And then it's one of those where you can, as the day's going, you can have it pre-prepared, have it wrapped in tin foil. When it's ready, unwrap it and just throw it into the oven. Or as you're getting everything else ready, you can take the 5 minutes and make these. If you want, you can make both of them, or you just pick your favourite, your family's favourite, and make that. So once you've peeled your garlic, you're just going to thinly slice it, watching your fingers. So just thinly slice that. Throw them into the roasting tray. Again, when you've got more Brussels in there, they'll absorb it a little bit more, but you're just roasting them off. So you throw all that in. Then, in with the Brussels sprouts, we're going to put in some smoked paprika, just to give it a nice little bit of colour. We're going to drizzle over some balsamic vinegar. Not a lot, but again, it's just to impart that flavour in there and give them a bit of colour. And then last but not least, you're going to just pop over a drizzle of honey, just to give them that kiss of sweetness as well as they're roasting off. Give them a bit of a mix. Make sure they're all covered. And then throw them in the oven. I had an oven at 180 degrees Celsius, and I cooked them until they were just turning soft and just getting a bit of colour. Now with the other half of these Brussels sprouts that I've got, I'm just going to thinly slice them. So again, I've cleaned them up, and I'm just going to thinly slice them through. You can see there, into ribbons. Nice sharp knife, and we're going to pop them in. So this set of Brussels sprouts is going to be, would I say traditional? It's your Brussels sprouts in bacon. I know it's normally pancetta. I'm just using streaky bacon because it's a cheaper alternative, and we've all got bacon in over the Christmas period. We normally have it to cover the turkey, etc. So we're just throwing all that in, and I'm just going to finally do these last couple of bits. Get that going. Last one. And then into this, really simple, just going to put in, so you see there, all shredded. Make sure they're a bit loose. And then we are going to add in some salt and pepper. But just going to get the loose bits in. So with this, I've got some streaky bacon, and for that amount of Brussels sprouts, I'm just going to use three rashers. I'm going to slice them up nice and thin, and I've got a frying pan on, nice and hot, and I'm going to get that bacon into there so it's cooking. Now with this, what I tend to do, and I'll show you a little bit later, it's all in the one frying pan, and I don't remove the bacon, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So grab your butter, get it in the pan, then give your hands a bit of a wash, get everything washed down because you've been touching the raw bacon there, and we'll get this moving. At this stage, guys, this is all about making sure your Christmas day runs as smooth as possible. If you, the meats that I normally do, I've already done, and so I normally cook a roast beef and a gammon. Those videos are already done, so you can have a look at those. But it's all about the simplicity of making these dinners. So everything's been given a quick wipe down. We're now back to the Brussels sprouts, and with them I'm just adding in some salt and some white pepper. If you've not got white pepper, don't worry about it. You can use normal black pepper. It's all about just giving it that extra bit of seasoning and that lift, and that's what you're looking for. So give it a bit of a mix. Then over to the frying pan. So you can see there, we've got the bacon all spread out, cooking down. And before we add in the Brussels sprouts, we want to get a bit of colour on it, just like this. So you can see it's bubbling away. It's probably halfway done. So now what I want to do is I want to add in the Brussels sprouts shavings, I suppose, and cook them down in that. So when the bacon's releasing, it's the bacon fat and rendering down, the Brussels are going to absorb that flavour as well. So, and then we're just going to cook that through, and it is really that simple. And just keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn through, and you just want to keep that nice and high, and just keep an eye on it, and it will sweat down. You can at this stage add some butter in, all that kind of stuff, but you see there, it's reduced down beautifully, bacon's crisped up, and I've plated them both up, and there you have it. That is my take on Brussels sprouts. Folks, I hope you have a great Christmas. I hope you're looking after yourselves and each other out there. And as always, from my family to yours, thanks very much for watching. Till the next time, Single Dad signing off.